Today, I woke up from a deep sleep soaked in sweat from the summer heat, where out of nowhere a light bulb moment hits. Why not rank Tencent games, also known as Level Infinite, in a tier list given my ultimate unbiased opinion of each game? I have 14 games here, and before you start yapping in the comment section, actually there are more than 14. Shut up. I know, but we're solely going to focus on what's only available globally. And with that being said, for number 14 we have NBA Infinite. NBA Infinite was released in mid-February of 2024. It's a real-time basketball game with different game modes like the 11-point match, 3 vs 3, and 5 vs 5 Dynasty. The game actually offers great physics, realistic graphics, and responsive controls. The only letdown for me was the lack of controller support. Aside from that, I believe that NBA Infinite deserves a solid A-tier spot. Next, we have Alchemy Stars. This anime-style RPG blends strategy, puzzle elements, and storytelling in a very unique way. As the player, you must fight dark creatures goes by the name of Eclipsites in a world divided by light and darkness. The characters are well developed, and the gacha system is fair and generous as far as I'm concerned. However, the auto chess combat isn't really my favorite, so we will drag this one in the B tier. Number 12 goes to Arena Breakout. Arena Breakout is a high quality extraction based tactical FPS that immerses you in intense combat scenarios. The game brings a fresh take on tactical shooters with its stunning AAA visuals and rich content. I've actually already ranked Arena Breakout in an older video, and it still remains as an S tier game for me. Next, at number 11 we've got AceForce 2.
Enemy planting EMP!
This 5 vs 5 multiplayer tactical shooter is packed with unique heroes and fast-paced action. The game had its fair share of beta tests not too long ago and is planned to be released very soon.
Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
But we're solely going to focus on what's only available globally. Each team's objective is to eliminate the other for a number of rounds in order to win. Basically Valorant, but on mobile devices. Personally, I had a lot of fun with this game, so I'll give it an A tier. Moving down, we have Goddess of Victory. This one is yet another anime-style sci-fi RPG shooter that features creative character design and a well-put-together story to follow. That being said though, the auto-play combat felt way too repetitive and boring for me. Plus, the game targets a very specific audience which I am not a part of. So I'll put this one in the C tier. Up next, we have Arena of Valor.
The universe unfolds around me.
This MOBA has a massive roster of heroes and has been around the mobile gaming market for almost a decade. Matchmaking is quick and filled with action just like any other MOBA. Overall, it's a great game with decent graphics and definitely deserves an A tier in my book. Number 8, Contra Returns. To save up time, Contra Returns is planned to sunset on August 26. The game tried to bring back the classic Contra experience, but it didn't really meet players' expectations, and the gameplay felt a bit repetitive. A sad fate for a once great franchise. Rest in peace. Down to number 7, we have PUBG Mobile. Do we really need to talk about PUBG? This game revolutionized the battle royale genre on mobile with well over 1.3 billion downloads worldwide. It's simply one of the greatest games to ever happen, and of course it deserves nothing less than an S tier rating. Up next, we have Undawn. This zombie survival game immerses you in a fascinating post-apocalyptic world. It offers classic survival elements like gathering materials from your surroundings and building your own base. While the gameplay is decent, Undawn feels like a semi-upgraded version of the game Life After. It was fun to explore initially, but overall the game flopped and didn't really reach much success, so I can't rate it higher than a C tier. Next, we have
炸弹。
腾讯掼蛋。
So this one sounds like a solitary real-time PvP card game. Don't take my words too seriously, I'm just assuming here. I've played 2 matches, one which I won, I think, and the other one was a straight up L. So far, I still have no idea what was I doing, so I'm just gonna put this game right here to be safe. Moving down to number 4, we have Honor of Kings.
We are the champions, my friend!
Here we have yet another legendary MOBA that was initially incredibly popular in China, and now we have a global version. The gameplay is super strategic and interactive. In addition, the game provides a good chunk of heroes to play with, featuring deep learning mechanics. I genuinely enjoyed playing both MOBAs almost equally, so I'm giving Honor of Kings an A tier as well. Coming up next, we've got Tarisland, a newly released cross-platform MMORPG that promises to bring the classic fantasy art lot of iconic MMOs. It features 9 different classes to choose from, and you can team up with other players for epic boss fights and raids. That being said though, the game had a bit of a rocky launch, which impacted the experience for many of its players. So as for now, I'll put it somewhere in the D tier, but hopefully in the future I can rank it higher. On to number 2, we have Tower of Fantasy. Tencent Tower of Fantasy is an open world MMORPG set in a vibrant futuristic world. The game is very polished and offers a surreal realm to explore. Plus, there are plenty of activities and quests to do alongside the main story. I'll give Tower of Fantasy a spot in the B tier purely because of its size, which can reach a cap of 30 GB. Lastly, we have Battle Slug Awakening. This one is a modern revival of the classic arcade shooter. It retains the iconic side-scrolling action, the art style, and of course its beloved characters, while adding enhanced graphics, new missions, and multiplayer modes to play with friends. Overall, Battle Slug Awakening is a W game, and it deserves a sweet spot in the A tier. And there you have it, gamers. That was the last game of today's list. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you want to see similar videos to this one in the future. This was your host Plyzon, and I'm signing out.
It's hard, I've been scarred from now fighting. Waking up, stomach is starved, I keep grinding. 6 AM, life isn't hard, I keep reciting. It feels like I might fall apart, I keep trying. Sun's coming up and the glare is so blinding. I'm sick of hearing and seeing all of the people whining. You want something good, then you better go put the time in.